Morning, folks. Today's Monday morning, and shaving cream of the day brought to us by Captain's Choice. This one here is a Nor'easter. Don't know if the camera will pick up. It's kind of a pearl color. Pretty nice. I mean, easy to whip up. Wonderful flavor as it goes for the scent, and mentholated, so great for this time of the year. Heat index supposed to be like, I think, 105, 113, something of the sort. Some ungodly number. It's going to be awfully hot. Going to be following up with the Captain's Choice matching aftershave here. Like I said, it's mentholated, and got it whipped up here with the Ever Ready brush. It's got a badger knot in it, and from Heritage Collection. There you go. It's whipped up pretty good. That's what it looks like there in the bowl. This is a salsa bowl, adding some color to the shave this morning. And this information came from a 1950 advertisement, mid-1950s advertisement for the PAL Injectomatic. This PAL Injectomatic comes in, how you say, different flavors, and that this band right here might be different colors, but more or less the rest of it is pretty much the same, same shape and everything. But this is what I'll tell you, read off what I found from an advertisement for the PAL Injectomatic. It says, excuse me, it says, shave like you never shaved before. New sensational razor makes other razors look old-fashioned. This razor, it comes with, of course, the automatic feed, and then it's already got the tested shave angle. It also ships with the nice grip on the handle, which also has a longer balanced handle. All this came in a travel container with 10 blades for a whole 89 cents. What a buy. I tell you what. For me, this is an awesome little shaver. Has worked well for me. I've got a few of them. Haven't had an issue with any of them that I've got so far, even being from the 1950s, but just a great little shaver. It's got a Personna blade in it right now. Still sporting the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Preshave soap. This one here is the Holliday version. I got 2 days worth of growth, and already put a hot towel to the face this morning, so we'll go ahead and apply the Preshave soap and get started here. But that advertisement, when you read it, especially if you, how can you say, read it with the enthusiasm that was probably the way it was written, for me, I thought, this would be pretty good. Because not everybody, in other words, has stumbled across an advertisement, over the concerning their shaver that they're using, and that states stuff like this. In other words, it's, for me, it's great marketing, especially from the 1950s. Looking at it now, you kind of see where some of the excuse me, some of the advertisement, the themes, the way they put things nowadays, you can kind of see where it came from, and it hasn't changed a whole lot. Still using the same kind of themes, but the the part of makes other razors old-fashioned. That part right there, I just I thought that was awesome. Because the blades are still being used today. The blades have been around like forever and a day. What, 100 years? Yeah, it's the old-fashioned stuff is still being used today. And that's the reason why, for me, I just find it humorous. You see, it works out pretty good, this pre-shave soap. As it goes for the pre-shave soap, in between that and the oil, I find that it probably depends on your beard type, skin type, so on and so forth. If you're even thinking about it or haven't thought about it, if you find a sample of a pre-shave soap, in other words, just give it a whirl, see how it works for you. You might be surprised on the difference it makes on your pre-shave routine and then your actual shave routine. I find, for me, that both of them seem to offer, boy, this is huge. They both seem to offer, I guess you might say, special benefits. For me, the oil, my face just feels a lot better on the post shave. And both of them, as it goes for any kind of deficiency that you feel like maybe the soap or the cream or whatever you happen to be using has. Maybe you didn't even notice it until after you use that, and then you realize that there is quite a bit of a difference afterwards. Or during the shave, just depends on what's going on. For me, the pre-shave routine is awfully important. I know when I first started using a hot towel to the face, it made a world of difference in how my shave went. Like I said, I've had really good luck with these pal injectors. And over the years, you can kind of tell that the idea of this finger control right here, that a lot of may not be quite as pronounced as this one here, but a number of different folks that's designed razors have incorporated that into their razor handle. Now I know that Supply is coming, they're working on a new blade, and the blade I tested was incredibly smooth. Just a different kind of shave feel altogether than probably than what most folks are used to getting with an injector blade. So if you tried an injector before, maybe the blade just wasn't quite for you, or maybe you might try a different injector, because they have different aggressiveness. But it's in the works. I can hardly wait for it to come out in the wild, I guess you might say, because the shave in between, in other words, this Personna blade and the one that Supply's been working on, there's a huge difference. Not complaining about Personna blade by any means, but just the fact that there is such a difference in between the two. I think it's one of those that some people might call a game changer for some, that maybe an injector wasn't quite their thing, and maybe it's more the blade than it is the razor itself. Blade makes a big difference. That one there that I tested was just awesome. It's like I can't hardly wait for them to come out with it. It would be, for me, like there's a difference in between when I shave with a Feather Artist Club Super, which works well for me, but the Kai Pink, man, those blades there's just a huge difference in between them. And for some folks, once you try that, then you finally found a blade that works well with the razor you got. I have to say there is one thing as it goes for, if you're used to or have used the Parker adjustable injector, as it goes for what aggressiveness would this be? This would be probably the next level above the 5, if you're familiar with a Parker injector. It's not super aggressive in my opinion, but I wouldn't consider it. And if anybody considered it mild, it'd be at the very top of the mild or the bottom of the middle. That's just my experience with it. Yours could be totally different. Like I say, blade makes a world of difference. I have tried Schick off and on, and the blades themselves shave just fine. It's just that for me, my experience has been I've had better luck with the quality of Personna than I have with Schick, and plus the value. The value of the Personna blades to me are it's a sizable factor in my decision. When you get a pack of Schick blades, usually it's like 7 in a dispenser. Personna, there's usually 20 in a dispenser. And I can even get the Personas cheaper than I can the Schick. And then when you start factoring that in, and then the duds that I got with the Schick, I just prefer to go with the Personna. They just work well for me. Now, I've read and heard of other folks that have a great, fantastic experience with the Schick blades, and which, if it works out well for them, that's great. At least you found a blade, right? I think, there's just not that many manufacturers of injector blades that are out there, so a good source for some blades when it comes to Jim the single edge, as well as the injector blades. Ted Pella is a good place to to locate some blades there, if it's available to you, depending on where you live. Boy, that knot is just huge. It just bloomed up like a great big old mushroom. But I have enjoyed my shaves over the past week with injectors. There's a number of chic injectors out there that, in other words, at this handle, if you feel like that's too short for you, chic injectors have some longer handles and still incorporate a little bit of a finger control, if you will, at the end of the handle. Like I said, 2 days worth of growth. Couldn't tell the difference between 2 days and 1 day. The shaver here is one of my favorites. For me, it's a very consistent shave. No matter, it seems like which one I pick up, I still get the same consistent shave. Speaking of something along the lines, here's a chic injector, and once again, when I say this part right here, they incorporated, many razor companies have incorporated that sort of style in their handles. A lot of guys see the value in it, in other words. So whoever came up with it first probably didn't get that patent. I don't know for sure, but that guy probably did not make enough money for that simple idea. Just having that tilted like that at the very end of the handle make a world of difference for some folks. Supply their end of their handle same way. It's just like I say, there's a number of them that have incorporated that. Boy, my face is pretty darn smooth this morning. All right, we'll see what the Phoenix Artisan Accoutrements Alum Block Complete with Rubber Band this morning. If you, excuse me, new to the channel, I used to have this, the rubber band in the middle. Now I've got it toward the end so I can, I guess you might say, get more use out of the rubber band as well as the alum block combination. I know at some point in time the rubber band will have to come off because it'll start to get in the way. But, man, just a fantastic shave. I got just a little bit of stinging right here on my neck, but overall just a really nice shave. Feels wonderful. Stirling's unscented witch hazel, but this one here is mentholated. Go along with that theme. Like I say, it's warm here. A nice cooling effect on the shave is a nice thing. This time of the year, I enjoy it year round myself. Aftershave. I'll put a link down below for as much of this stuff as I can find. In other words, as it goes for the advertisement, I found it on eBay, and I'll put a link to it. You know, if you want to take a moment and read it, it's, like I say, just interesting reading. That's what the restrictor looks like there. Get some poured out here. Gonna be smelling good today. Great way to start out your week on a Monday morning. Face feels wonderful, nice cooling effect, smooth, comfortable shave. A lot of fun with the advertisement. Hope everybody's doing well. Stay safe. Smooth shaves to you.